The audio has been released from the accuser of Matt Schlapp. You'll recall the story that Matt Schlapp, the head of the CPAC, the Conservative Union, is that what it's called? That put on
the American
CPAC,
Conservative
the
Union,
American
yeah.
Conservative Union. Matt Schlapp, in many ways, a disgusting person, regardless of any of these stories. Most famously told his good buddy, former good buddy, Michael Steele, the only reason why you got elected to the chair of the RNC was because you were black and we were trying to make it look like we cared about black people. That's a paraphrase, but not too much of a paraphrase.
No,
pretty
if
close.
a liberal said that about Republicans, it'd be a shocking, offensive statement.
Yes. But here is audio of the guy who is recounting what Schlapp had just done to him. I mean, this was recorded, if I'm not mistaken, like within like two and a half hours of this guy drove Matt Schlapp back from a bar. He was working for the Herschel Walker campaign. His job was to cart Matt Schlapp around, who was there to oversee the conservatism, I guess, of Herschel Walker. And he's driving him home from the bar to his hotel. And Schlapp, as far as I can tell, was essentially grabbing his penis while the guy was driving. And he didn't know what to do. And when he dropped off Schlapp, he went home to his wife and recorded both video and I think this probably there's a video to this, but I think they're just releasing the audio portion of it so that he had a contemporaneous record. And then he told people about it contemporaneously. The next morning, and then later, Schlapp calls him after he drops him off, says, "You're still going to pick me up tomorrow, right?" Because Schlapp was probably worried, like, I got to take the temperature of this guy and get a sense of, like, am I in trouble or not? And the staffer the next day, early in the morning, called his boss and said, "I can't drive that guy. He was groping me last night." And so they took him off the Matt Schlapp detail. Here is the audio.
Regards to Matthew Schlapp, chairman of CPAC, who approximately 2 hours ago put his hands on me in a sustained and unsolicited and unwanted manner. It started around 10:45 at Manuel's Tavern in Atlanta. And he was leaning in close to me to a point where I felt uncomfortable. My fault is that I'm sitting here thinking that this is the man drinking, that he's just feeling himself. And at that point that, okay, he's drinking, it's okay.
That was the former Herschel Walker staffer. Matt Schlapp, of course, outraged, looking at legal recourse. The problem might be that there is no legal recourse when someone has spoken the truth.
Yeah. Milo, who has some association with Schlapp, defended Milo back when he made those comments about 13-year-olds. Milo said, "Matt Schlapp tried to touch me too at his offices in 2016-17 when we were negotiating my headliner spot at CPAC. I recoiled, made a joke about him being the wrong skin color, and added that if he tried it again, I would slap him and go public. Maybe that had something to do with him colluding to wreck my career. I don't know, but that's Milo weighing in on the topic."
Oh, did Schlapp go after Milo later?
Well, Milo's alleging that Schlapp was, even though he was defending him and bringing him to CPAC, I guess.
Milo is not the first person I would go to corroborate anything,
right.
But
it's just a little bit of flavor.
Yeah. Stephen Miller on the IM says Matt Schlapp is at least 1% gay. Believe me, I know.
What was the original context of that? Trump knew somebody was.
Stephen Miller said that Donald Trump was not even 1% gay.
No, Trump said Stephen Miller was.
Oh, not even 1%
Yeah, Trump
gay. Yeah,
said
that's
Miller
okay.
is not even 1%.
And why was that a question?
Because he was getting a lot of ladies around the. Who knows why he brought it up? But look, this Matt Schlapp thing, it's a little bit of a throwback for people. But back in the day, around the time when we were writing FUBAR, like we had a full chapter on anti-gay gay conservatives. They turn their self-hatred outward. Now, I don't think Schlapp, relatively speaking, was particularly anti-gay in the context of CPAC. Like he would allow the log cabin Republicans there, and but it is pretty just classic. It is pretty classic.